On Game Show Network, anyone can win terrific prizes like this. Broyhill's Home Office Armoire conserves space and fulfills home office needs. Wraparound doors, pull-outs for keyboard from Broyhill.
Hit the channel setting on your television. Okay, memorize the number. This is your lucky number for the rest of the day. Keep it tuned to Game Show Network, and good things will follow.
Welcome to another edition of Adam Curry Presents. We were here yesterday, and today we are here again today, honoring the Jack of all Jack Barry. Oh, we're continuing our February fireworks, honoring the host. And tune in this weekend for something very excellent. We're honoring Bob Eubanks. And not only that, we're going to do a TV movie as well for Super Time Warp on Sunday. A TV movie on a famous 50s TV show. Oh, you'll love it. You'll love it. Starring Dwayne Hickman and Bob Denver. It's the week of the Bob. On today's episode, we got Wink Martindale with the game of X's and O's of Tic-Tac-Toe coming up next.
Look who's taken the same material many ice coolers use and wrapped it around a bottle. It's Coca-Cola in 16-ounce non-returnable bottles. The easy off resealable cap helps keep Coke fresh. The good-looking insulating wrapper makes it easy to handle and helps keep the refreshing taste of Coke colder, longer, right down to the delicious finish. So look for the bottles with the bright red wrapper. Coke in 16-ounce non-returnable bottles.
Have a Coke and a smile.
Dancin', dancin', dancin'. Bob Fosse's Dancin' at the Ambassador Theater.
Today in New York City, there are children who have never experienced the security of a permanent home. I'm Dorothy Dooley, Director of Adoption Services at the New York Foundling Hospital. We at the Foundling are looking for warm and nurturing adoptive homes for Black and Hispanic children of all ages. We also need families for children of all races who have physical and mental handicaps and who are eagerly longing for parents to call their own. For many of these children, financial assistance is available for their adoptive care. Whether you are married or single, we ask you to consider opening your heart and home to a special child. Please contact us and experience for yourself the joy that only a child can bring. The New York Foundling Hospital is located at 1175 3rd Avenue in Manhattan. Give us a call at 212-472-2233, extension 299. Thank you.
Hi, this is Jimmy Sturr inviting you to share Christmas in my hometown with his very special album featuring the songs that reflect all the traditions and warmth, the spirit and devotion, the celebration and the joy.
This is Christmas season, so there isn't any reason we can't dance the Christmas.
All the things that Christmas mean to me. Polka Christmas in my hometown with the Jimmy Sturr Orchestra. Featuring the Matush Singer. And the fabulous Jimmy Sturr Singers delighting you with Supersonic Sleigh. Twinkle Toes. On this Christmas day. This giant 2-record set contains 23 selections. 23 heartwarming Christmas classics your family will treasure for a lifetime. Christmas in My Hometown is not available in stores, so to get yours before the Christmas rush, act right now. It's only $8.98 for the 2-record set and just $10.98 for the 8-track tape or cassette. Here's how to order.
To order your Polka Christmas, call toll-free 1-800-453-6600. That's 1-800-453-6600. Or save COD charges by sending $8.98 for the 2-record set or $10.98 for the 8-track tape or cassette to Polka Christmas, P.O. Box 11077, Newington, Connecticut. All mail orders must include $1.50 for postage and handling. Order now to avoid the Christmas rush.
His name is Dr. Alan Lichtman. To date, in a tremendous display of broad knowledge and good luck, he has defeated 16 opponents and has amassed in cash and prizes a total of $75,050. How much longer will his winning streak continue? We'll find out in a moment as from Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Hello. Hello. Thank you very much, Jay Stewart. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Welcome to our show. Big winner on the show right now. You just met him. Now let's say hello to him once again. Jay, if you will, please.
Here he is, our current champion, whose winnings total in cash and prizes $75,050. He's a college professor who enjoys competitive running. Meet Dr. Alan Lichtman.
Good luck. Getting closer and closer to $50,000 cash amongst that $75,050 in cash and merchandise. Alan, welcome back and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Do you find that between shows, like over weekends, that you take time to bone up a little bit?
Oh, definitely. I think it's a good idea to cover your week categories and go over things you might think you know well. It really helps when you get out here to have a background like that.
Is it still fun for you, or do you find yourself really working now to try to come up with every answer? I know, obviously, when you first come out, you hope, gee, I hope I'll do good. I'm sure you probably were thinking, I hope I don't miss one answer and get knocked off immediately. But is it still fun for you? Not thinking about the money you've won so far.
I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think, it has to be fun or, it's not going to work out real well. You can't think about the money. It doesn't work that way. You've got to enjoy the game itself, I really think.
But above all that, ladies and gentlemen, how could it be anything but fun with $75,050? I mean, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty. Come on over and let's beat the dragon. Alan, here we go. Behind the numbers of various amounts of money at Tic Tac and the Dragon. We didn't have time to do this on the last show, so here we go. Get to $1,000 or more, or get the Tic and the Tac, and you win a nice prize package. I want to tell you about that. Whoever said silence is golden obviously hadn't heard the golden tones coming from the two gifts in this next package. And we have our own Mr. Music, Jay Stewart, to chime right in.
Thank you, Winker. First, Alan, every morning you'll awaken to the birds singing to the tunes coming from your great new waterbed and stereo. America the Elegant's new Manhattan with stereo headboard and nightstand for the most contemporary-minded. Upholstered in brown velvet with brass trim. The Manhattan by America the Elegant. And then, Alan, to fill those noteworthy waking hours, we have a gift of music worth over $1,800. Everything will sound great on the old 88, this fabulous new piano. It's a superbly designed Wurlitzer custom spinet piano. Combines the warm golden glow of Mediterranean oak with matchless tone and performance. A bright contribution to the special warmth of your home. Furnished by Wurlitzer. And Alan, this golden musical package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $3,900.
Avoid the dragon, or you don't get to keep those goodies. Get the Tic and the Tac, you automatically get the dough. Let's cover them up, move them around on the board. And once again, I see in the first row of the audience, in the, what is that, the peanut section?
No.
No, not at all. But who is that fellow out there that's going to give you some thoughts on numbers?
That's my cousin, the Berkeley Flash. But you know what? I'm going to pick the numbers myself.
Oh.
I haven't done that. I don't think I've done that since I've been on the show.
I don't think I want to let you do that, so I'm going to go back. No, that's okay. Where would you like to begin?
One.
All right, number one. Number one on the board, good for $300. Here we go. You got three, you know what you need. 7 more. 4. Number 4, right under the 3. What's behind number 4 to go with 3? $250. You need $450 more. 5. He wants number 5. We go from 1 to 4 to 5. And there's the dragon in the center. You want to go back to the fellow in the audience?
See why I don't pick numbers myself?
No. All right, let's look at the rest of the board. You needed, what, about $450, and there was a $500 bill there behind number 6. It was all over the board. Tic-tac down there behind 8 and 9. But look what you've won already. $75,050 in cash and merchandise. Again, congratulations. Big Dragon got you this time. We'll see if the next opponent can get him in just a moment. Some of you are going to say, why does he need that many? And I say to you, I have no idea. But so far he's won 3 of these. If he defeats 4 more opponents, he'll have 4 of what, Jay?
For your driving pleasure, Alan, you will win your 4th brand new car.
Right now, Alan, let's meet a new opponent, shall we, and get a new match underway. Jay, back to you.
From New Canaan, Connecticut, he's an attorney on the staff of the New York State Supreme Court, and he's also an amateur apiarist. Meet Bob McGreevy.
Hello, Bob. Welcome to Tic-Tac-Toe.
Hi, Wink. How are you?
I don't want to seem dumb or whatever, but you are an attorney and an apiarist, right?
Right.
I, again, don't want to appear foolish, but tell me, what in the world is an attorney?
Well, that's a very technical...
No, Bob. I know what an attorney... What's an apiarist? Tell me.
That's a technical word for a beekeeper.
And tell me about beekeeping.
Well, there's not too much to tell. I haven't been doing it that long, but each hive, I've got about 2 hives, and you've got a queen in each hive and about 60 or 70,000 workers plugging away.
That is wild. I'll bet that the next question for everybody in the audience here and at home would be the same as I'm going to ask you now. How do you keep from getting stung?
You don't. You just sort of have to be very careful and cover yourself, and if you're not, you'll wind up getting stung.
Sounds like a terrific hobby, doesn't it?
Well,
wow.
You know, it has its good moments. The bees are very fascinating to watch, and you get a little bit of honey on the side, and who knows, maybe you try it yourself.
What are the people in the audience laughing about? Now, I don't know about what you just said, but to be or not to be?
Is that a question?
No, it's not a question, Bob. You just hush. I'll be to you in a moment. Only one way out of this sticky situation, and then you get that? Sticky situation. Here are the subjects. Alan, Bob, take a look. I don't know how I get into these things. Suitable titles, quotes, spelling, Bob's and Roberts, science fiction, take a letter, famous sites, medical facts, and comedy movies. Alan, as our champion, you know you go first. Where do you like to move?
I will head for the center with science fiction.
Worth $300 to the pot, Alan, to get started in this science fiction classic. A team of undersea explorers is captured by Captain Nemo, a mad sea captain who cruises beneath the oceans in a submarine. First, I want you to name the book. Follow that by naming its author for that center box. Think about those. Science fiction classic we're talking about. Team of undersea explorers captured by Captain Nemo. Name the book.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Name its author.
Verne.
Right! You got the center box. Jules Verne. Put an X there, $300 a pot. Let's shuffle the categories and we'll move over to Bob for the first time. Now, Bob McGreevy, it's time for you to talk.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be right if I didn't start off with Bob's and Roberts down in the right-hand corner there.
Typecasting on questions, right? Bob, although this handsome Robert is best known for his nightclub singing, he also played the role of Sir Lancelot in the Broadway play Camelot. Name him.
Robert, Goulet.
I'm sorry you didn't get in time. Buzzer beat you. Robert Goulet is correct, but you were a little late, right, Judge? Right. All right, let's move the categories around. $300 in the pot. And Alan, it's your turn for your next pick.
I'll stick with science fiction.
Okay, science fiction again in that category. Alan, one of the most famous of the science fiction writers, this American author named Ray, has written such classics as The Illustrated Man, October Country, and The Martian Chronicles. Name him.
Bradbury.
Right, Ray Bradbury. Wrote all of those. Put an X in the box on science fiction. We shuffle again. $500 the worth of the pot. Robert?
Well, it looks like suitable titles to block.
For a diagonal block, question on suitable titles is this, Bob. Before this English scientist formulated his laws of gravity, he might have heard, or rather he might have been heard singing the suitably titled song, In the Shade of the Old Apple Tree. For a block, name him.
Newton.
Right, Sir Isaac Newton. I like that question. I like that. We put a note after a block. Let's shuffle again. $700 in the pot. And Alan, you select.
I will try quotes.
Quotes, bottom left corner of the board. This question on quotes. This famous American humorist was nicknamed the Cowboy Philosopher and is credited with saying, "I never met a man I didn't like." Name him.
Rogers.
Right, Will Rogers. In the box on quotes, the next goes there, and we shuffle again. $900 to play with, Bob. Try to add to that.
Well, I'd say suitable titles has been pretty good. I'll try that.
All right, suitable titles for a vertical block. Answer this, Bob, and you'll block him at least vertically anyway. He was born Eric Weiss, but by the 1920s, he was very famous under a different name. He might have suitably titled his biography, The Man That Got Away. For a block, name him.
Houdini.
Right, Harry Houdini. That's good for a block vertically on the board. 4 boxes remain, $1,100 in the pot as we shuffle the categories. And we find Bob's and Roberts, Take a Letter, medical facts, and science fiction. Alan?
I'm going to go for the win with Take a Letter.
For a diagonal win, you have selected the subject Take a Letter, Alan. If you answer this question correctly in that category, you'll have your 17th win on Tic-Tac-Toe. You'll pick up in the process $1,300 more dollars. Added to your prior winnings, your grand total would then reach $76,350. And this is the question. Your letter is P. P is your letter. In America, distillers use a rating system from 0 to 200 to indicate the alcoholic content of any given bottle of spirits. For a total of $76,350, what is this system called?
Proof?
Right! U.S. Proof System. 0 to 200, Proof, the Proof System. Alan, you have proved again that you are an awfully big winner on Tic-Tac-Toe as you add $1,300 to your winnings, taking you now to $76,350 in cash and prizes, and you're only 3 opponents away from your 4th automobile. Congratulations, Alan. Well, Bob McGreevy, it was that Robert Goulet question right at the outset. You finally came up with it, but the buzzer beat you just by a hair, and I guess if you had that one to do over again, I know you knew it. It just wouldn't come to you, would it?
You get a block every once in a while, and it takes a little time to sift it out.
Bob, we thank you for being with us. We do have a couple of nice prizes for you. Small consolation, but a nice one, I hope. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks
Bob
very much, sir.
McGreevy, our attorney. We'll be back for a bonus game again with Alan in just a moment. So many times Alan let his relatives in the audience take care of selecting numbers. Last time he said, I'm going to do it this time. I got no problem with the dragon, and he got beat. Who's going to do it for you this time?
The Berkeley Flash out there.
All right, get over here. Let's get it underway. What's his name again?
Marty.
All right, Marty is the Berkeley Flash sitting there. Have we said hello to your wife? I don't think so.
Not today.
Would you please do the honors and introduce her? She's too pretty to be sitting there and just go unnoticed.
It's my wife, Sheila.
Hello, Sheila. Nice to have you back with us. She's shown up for every show, and I don't blame her. What was 76 grand?
Really?
You know what you're shooting for on this one, because you missed it earlier in the show. Waterbed and stereo, the piano, cash and prizes totaling over $3,900. So if you win this prize package, you will be over $80,000 in winnings and cash and prizes. The Dragon's jumping around on the board, looking for a place to say hello. We are looking for a place for him to say bye-bye, so we won't have to encounter him in this game. There are going to be 9 numbers up there. Berkeley Fresh, Sir Marty, what do you think you ought to begin with?
3.
Try a 3, he says, with a great deal of anticipation in that one, and it's worth $400. Now let's go back to Marty. You need $600 more dollars. 6. Number 6, all righty. Right under the 3, 6, $100. You need $500. Okay, Marty, what do you got?
5.
He wants to go for number 5. If it's worth $500, your winnings will go over $80,000. What's behind number 5? Tack. Add it to 6 or come up with 5, and you still win a total of over $80,000.
They both say
Number 2 from both of them. So let's go along with them and see if you can come up with 500. 3, you're too short. $800 you have. To get $80,000 plus You need $200 or tick.
One.
Numero uno. Number one, you need $200 or tick. Oh, you're a $50 bill short. You got 950. The odds are better. 4, 7, 8, 9. If you have $50 behind number 9, you will have over $80,000 total winnings. Do you have it? Yes or no? No. $50 away, and number 9 was not the place to go. You only needed the tick, or $50. Behind 4, 7, and 8, what would we have found? Any one of those would have given you the win. The tick behind number 8, 500 behind number 7, or behind number 4, $250. But I'm going to lay some skin on your palm because you have won, sir, as you well know, for getting the Dragon, $76,350 in cash and merchandise. I remind you, you're only 3 opponents away from your 4th automobile. And if you'll go over there and get behind the winner's zone, we will get another match underway. Will you do that? Here we go. All right, Jay Stewart, let's see if he can keep his winning ways intact. Who do we have?
Wink, she's an assistant manager in a finance company, and her interests include hockey and drag racing. Meet Roxanne Berthiaume.
Hi, Roxanne.
Hi, Wink.
Welcome to our show. You know the fellow on your right?
Yes, we've met.
Yeah, we met before, yes. Drag racing. You are interested in drag racing. That's where the cars zoom down the track and needs a parachute to slow down. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. The basic idea is to go a quarter of a mile in a straight line and as fast as possibly can.
How did you get into that?
Well, I had to. My husband has a drag race car, and it was either get into it or not see my husband.
And you like your husband and she wants to see him. Did you ever drive the car?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact. It was really neat.
Weren't you scared?
A little bit, but I just said a prayer and got a good grip and hope for the best.
Well, hope for the best now. Both of you get a good grip. We're going to see some new categories now on this board, and I wish you luck, both of you. Alan, Roxanne, take a look. You'll be dealing with the subjects like famous firsts, United States history, football, clothes styles, physics, travel, fairy tales. Secret category can be any category at all, and as you know, a correct answer doubles the pot. Television stars rounds them out. They're all 9. Alan, where do you start?
I will head for the center in physics.
Physics for $300. I'll describe 2 things which deal with the measurement of earthquakes, and you name them. First, the scale that uses numbers to designate earthquake energy and is named for the American scientist who created it. Secondly, the instrument that is used to measure and record the vibrations of earthquakes. I'll give you a few seconds. Two things that deal with the measurement of earthquakes. The scale that uses numbers to designate earthquake energy and is named for the American scientist who created it, Alan.
The Richter scale.
Right, named for Charles Richter. Secondly, to put an X in that center box, the instrument that's used to measure and record the vibrations of earthquakes.
Seismograph.
Right, or the seismometer, seismograph. X in the center box, $300 a pop. Let's shuffle and move the control of the game for the moment over to Roxanne. Roxanne, tell me again how you pronounce your last name?
Berthiaume.
I'll call you Roxanne. Go ahead, Roxanne. Where would you like to move?
Oh, gosh. I think I will go to the secret category in the top
Secret
right.
category, all right. That means she doesn't particularly care for anything else on the board. Either that or she wants to make it jump to $600 in a hurry. Roxanne, the secret category is annual events. Answer the question correctly and we'll have a $600 pot. This traditional event, which was brought to America by European settlers, occurs on February 2nd. February 2nd. The actions of a certain rodent on that day are said to forecast the end of winter. Name this day.
Groundhog Day.
Right, and our pot is worth $600. Put an O in the secret category box, and let's shuffle the categories around. Alan, what subject do you move to at this point?
I will try TV stars.
Television stars. Question. Alan, first take a look at this picture, please. This scene is from a long-running series. Name this series.
Gunsmoke.
Gotta be Gunsmoke. Put an X in the TV series box. Let's shuffle again as we add $200 more to the pot, taking it to $800. Roxanne?
Secret category again to block.
All right, Roxanne. The secret category is famous organizations. Famous organizations. Answer this question correctly, and the pot will double to $1,600. Famous organizations. This semi-military organization was founded by General William Booth to bring the Christian gospel to London's poor. Today, it has over 375,000 members worldwide. for a block and to make our pot worth $1,600, name it.
The Salvation Army?
Right. Good for a block. Put an O there in the secret category. Our pot worth $1,600. We'll take a pause, but we promise to be back in a moment.
Very good.
Shall we dance? I like that music, isn't that nice? Let's look at the board, just to give you a reminder before we go into our next show, give you something to think about, get a little uptight. Take a look at that board. We have a lot of good subjects up there, 2 X's, 2 O's, so both of you at this point are tied. Roxanne, it's a good feeling just to be tied with him at this point, right?
Sure.
Were you a little intimidated when you walked out here knowing that he has over $76,000 and has become one of our top 12 winners of all time on Tic-Tac-Toe?
A little, but I'm going to give him a run for the money.
A run for the money. Write that down, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to give this young man a run for the money. Good luck. And, of course, equal time for Alan. Alan, good luck to you. Congratulations for all your winning so far. We'll see you next time. Wink Martindale for Tic-Tac-Toe. Bye, everybody.
Some of our body contestants will receive enhanced instant hair conditioner. Overworked hair is drained of its natural moisturizers. Enhanced moisturizes overworked hair. And Creamettes, the macaroni and spaghetti in the famous green box, cooks up tender without sticking together. Also, Dentine chewing gum. While you're chewing Dentine, it freshens your breath as effectively as even mouthwash. Brush your breath with Dentine. Plus, when sniffles and sneezes turn into aches and fever, you need the extra medication in Triaminosin tablets. They're more of a cold medicine. And St. Mary's luxurious bath fashions. Colorful towels with plugs and bath carpeting of 100% Dacron polyester. Soft thick pile is completely machine washable. Also, the Kodak Colorburst 250 instant camera with built-in electronic flash. Bright, brilliant color by Kodak that develops right before your eyes. Mr. Jack Berry and Dan Enright Productions.
Look who's taken the same material many ice coolers use and wrapped it around a bottle. It's Coca-Cola in 16-ounce non-returnable bottles. The easy off resealable cap helps keep Coke fresh. The good-looking insulating wrapper makes it easy to handle and helps keep the refreshing taste of Coke colder, longer, right down to the delicious finish. So look for the bottles with the bright red wrapper. Coke in 16-ounce non-returnable bottles.
Have a Coke and a smile.
See, that's $1,170 with the question about world capitals. Oh, $1,500 on heroes in the United States. Oh, $6,400 with the question on the 1920s.
That's right, dear. If you had answered that question correctly on chemistry, not only would we have the money, but we'd be on our way to Reno.
Well, let's see how we do tonight.
It's Tic-Tac-Toe.
Weeknights at 7:30 on 11 Alive.
What do you get when you add big money to a game of tic-tac-toe? You get Tic-Tac-Dough, an exciting game show where X's and O's spell out big bucks. Past tic-tac-toe champions have won well over $100,000 in cash and prizes. And you can be sure the race for that kind of money is always tense and exciting. So join host Wink Martindale and the thousands of viewers who play tic-tac-toe every weeknight. The action starts at 7:30 right here on Channel 4.
That's our show for today. We're going to be back next time for more exciting Amatory Presents. You know, it's been a ball. We got more coming at ya. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.